Chapter 9 of SDM4 and R extends what we saw originally in the regression chapter about the idea of transformations. You're not going to be responsible for this, but it is a kind of an interesting idea because, as the authors note, if you scan through pretty much any physics book, you'll see lots of aspects of powers, reciprocals, and logs. So as you proceed through this, again, it's a nice optional thing, but you aren't going to be responsible for the material here. There is one homework assignment based on what you saw earlier, thinking about this idea of re-expressions. Just mention that briefly. We have here the histograms. You can see it's dramatically right skewed. That's the kind of main takeaway from this in the mechanism in R. If we actually go ahead and calculate the log assets, we can either do that by mutate or adding that variable into the data set. That's what we're doing down here for the second example. And we can create different ways of approaching things to allow them to be more linear. In a nutshell, the idea of transformations are important. We won't be focusing on this chapter per se, but it does provide lots of good examples of how this is helpful to kind of allow us to meet those assumptions.